that's what I like about resource therapy. We don't diagnose the person, we diagnose a resource states issue in terms of what are those 8 pathologies it fits into. And today we're going to be covering off Vivify specific a little bit, find resource, super powerful action, and anchoring and imagery check. But you know, that's why this is a 10-day clinical training. There's a lot to cover. But I love it because this is your roadmap for change. And knowing this gives you the skeleton which to work from. Oh, okay, I've got a dissonant state. I know what steps and protocol to take. And I can use that and apply that with my own therapeutic or clinical space. And it fits in beautifully with many other therapies. While resource therapy is built as a standalone therapy, it can be used with other models like NLP very easily. Yeah, so let's bring us home with our dissonant states. That's a crazy looking guy with sports. That is, so dissonant, as I said earlier, is really when we've got the wrong part of ourselves out on deck in the driver's seat. He looks a bit crazy there. But this is what we can see is we can have the wrong part out, say in sports performance. If I've got an analytical part that's worried about my tennis serve, that's measuring that and thinking about that, that is not the best part to be in the flow of, as I can never pronounce that guy, Chisholm-Howski, where we're just in flow in our body, in that muscle memory. That sporting part is the preferred part that needs to come out, rather than that thinking, analyze. That's a better part to have out after we've completed the game, the match, to review our performance. But it's not the one best part to have out on deck in the captain's seat, thinking. We want to be an outperforming part that knows, that just doesn't have to think about anything, that just knows, boom, ball, no thought involved. So what's a dissonant state? Yeah, they're the parts of us that don't want to be out on deck at this particular time. And when they are out, they feel uncomfortable and not happy to be there, what they're doing. So a dissonant state, therefore, is very happy when we work with it to find another part, a preferred resource state that does have the correct skills and ability according to our values and our needs to handle the situation in a way that serves us and our relationships. So a state uncomfortable playing sport is dissonant, while a state that enjoys playing sport isn't. And you can see that sometimes our sports professionals go through sporting slumps. Now, a dissonant state, just to go back to our pathologies, not out of control or overly emotional. If there is an emotional level that's up here, not about here of a dissonant state, then it is a evaded state, not dissonant. And we would use what I call the empowerment protocol of resource therapy, which is healing states evaded in fear or rejection, where we use bridging for those that are familiar, and reprocess and empower that usually childhood state that's stuck in trauma time, and empower it. It's beautiful. I love it because resource therapy, I just say this, I love it because it's a very trauma-informed and aware therapy that actually is a healing modality. Very powerful. And I love it because it's also attachment formed, if that's your thing too. Attachment, as in John Bowlby, attachment from our earliest internal relationships, from our caregivers where our needs were not met. But let me come back to a dissonant state. So an example of a dissonant state would be if I'm not feeling very good at a party. It might be a part that is more preferring to be alone, but we want a part of us that can handle group settings, our workplaces, or something that can be sociable. If we're noticing our ability to perform a particular task as below ability, or a sporting slump, for instance, then that is probably a dissonant state. It's not the best part. Writer's block is a good example. You know, we've got a lot of procrastination that can happen, or perhaps even it can happen. What happens for exams? Sometimes people cannot take the part that's studied into the exam. and they go into, oh, what, that's the wrong part out, that's sitting in the exam hall, they're taking the exam. You want that part of you that's learnt the information to become present.
Wasn't that absolutely fantastic? I'm sure that you found a lot of information in this very short video you just saw, maybe like 4 or 5, 6 minutes, however long it was. But that is not all. You can have access to the entire presentation of this amazing speaker, plus 40 more other presentations and speakers, and you can have access for life. You can have access to the video recording, to the audio recording, to the swipe files, to the transcripts, to all of the bonuses and the special gifts that all of the speakers and presenters and also the organizers are offering in the Premium Pass package. So if you like this, if you want more, make sure to sign up below for the Premium Pass and have lifetime access to everything. I'm sure it'll be one of the best investments you've ever made in your life, in yourself, in your practice, in your health, and also with working with clients. So go ahead, click on the button below, sign up for the Premium Pass, and we'll see you on the other side.